Hello folks, this is my attempt at growing cuttings, and these are kiwi plants, and this is a variety called Isaiah, and Isaiah doesn't need a male and female. Just one single plant can produce fruit. After I guess second or third year it can start producing fruit. So I really like this variety. So what I did is I took some cuttings off of the one I had, which if you remember last year, coming through the winter, it was about that size there, and it actually put off some cuttings, so it's doing quite well itself. And there it is. There's some cuttings. Then I got some cuttings right here of Thompson grapes, seedless grapes. Some of them survived, and some of them are in limbo, like this one here is in limbo. It's still green, so it might still have a chance. But these right here, I'm giving to some neighbors. And that's this here, and then you got this one over here. It's got some leaf development, and then this little skinny one here, and then you got the little ones back there. So, you know, my point is that they won't have to buy these grapevines, and these grapevines can really get big. I mean, don't let the smooth taste fool you. These plants will get big. They look like little tiny innocent plants. They're small, what, about a foot tall, and they can really get big and really take over an area. So I really like that about them. And also, we know kiwi has a notorious reputation for being the King Kong of vines, and it will really start to grow once it's put into the right environment and you take care of it properly, and it'll take care of itself. So this is how they look now. They're getting ready to come out of this, and once I get them up out of this, I'm going to go ahead and pot one of them up, and then the rest of them are going to stay in the pot. I'm going to water them down, and you know, I found a way to try pretty much get all of them to come out of, get the cuttings to really take root, and which is, you know, for the longest time I used to try to use the dirt or the potting mix or whatever. I use just plain sand now. Sand mixed with a little bit of, that's a little bit of compost. And that's what I did. It's just sand. It's playground sand. It's a very, what's the heaviest word for it? It's a heavy gauge. I don't know if that's a word for it, but it's real coarse, and it really works. I mean, you just water it. It doesn't allow for water to sit on the plants, so they really keep the water moving through, and so you really get a really good percentage of the ones that will survive, and that's what I like about it. So on that note, if you have any questions, you know, just let me know. But excuse me, I'm happy that I had this turnout, because all in all, on this one here, I got some dieback on some of them because, you know, I work a lot and I don't really get a chance to water them like I should and that sort of thing. But I'm just sitting here noticing that these are really dry, you know, where there's no moisture around. So I'm going to water them down and make sure that I got them ready to be sold. I mean, not sold, but I'm giving them away. Just thought I'd let you see what the roots look like, and that's very successful. That's very successful for just some cuttings.